It's NBA action on EA Sports. Alongside the former Chicago Bulls guard, Jay Williams, I'm Ed Cohen. Jay, these guys are ready to go.
Ed, people at home can't see me right now, but I'm stretching my arms, I'm stretching my legs. This is going to be one fast-paced game. Let's get to it.
This booth is all stretched out. The players gearing up. Let's get ready for the opening tip. Jay Williams, kid from Jersey, rooted for the Nets growing up. And where do you live now? Brooklyn.
Of course, I'm following my favorite team, and these comments are probably going to sound biased because they are. But Brooklyn is a completely different place. Only 5 minutes outside Manhattan. It almost feels like a suburb of the city. And the fact that it's culturally relevant, it just feels like Brooklyn is the new place to be.
It's Brooklyn's ball. Here's Durant for two, unbothered by the defense as he drills it. Have we ever seen anyone like KD?
Easy answer, no. He's the greatest offensive threat we've ever seen in the game. He has a 7'5" wingspan, and he's doing things that Russell Westbrook does with the ball. We've never seen it before.
George lets it fly. Not that time. Durant across the timeline. The lead is 2. His first effort off the mark. From long range, buries it on the catch and shoot.
I hope everyone here knows the golden rule. Guys, remember, sharing is caring.
Leonard to Paul George. Nothing going here on that drive. DeAndre Jordan, huge block.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
Here's a chance from long range. He made his first effort, but not that time. Leonard. Kawhi Leonard. 2 for 2. That's what you want.
Just let me break down to all the young players at home how special of a pass this was. That was a perfect delivery, and it hit the player right in the chest.
Durant. Smothering D.
Shooters shoot. Period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
The crossover gets inside, and the slam dunk. Jay, this is getting scary fast.
If you're the defense, you have to deny him the ball. Maybe throw a box and one. Maybe throw a zone. Maybe even throw the kitchen sink because he's putting on a show in the first quarter.
To Beverly. Kawhi Leonard, tough matchup against Durant. To George. Jared Allen sends it away. Doc Rivers making some changes to his lineup. Brooklyn with the basketball. To Jordan. 4-3. Tough shot for Dinwiddie. No good. Slams it down.
Just wait a second, Ed. Wait 1 second. Can we go back to the play before this great play that we just saw? Just because you have a bad offensive possession, you can't allow that to go down and reciprocate itself on the defensive end. One bad play does not make 2 bad plays. You have to bounce back. That's how you play this game.
Irving to Durant. For 3, that's a dangerous spot. Kevin Durant wide open. He nails it.
Don't seem shocked. This is how the game is played these days. Shooting a 3 is like shooting a layup.
Leonard. Kawhi Leonard. That's now 4. He hasn't missed.
And if you don't contest, he's knocking that down with ease.
Dinwiddie into the front court. It's a 1-point game, 13-12. Clippers have got it. Beverly to Williams. Jay, upon scanning this Clippers roster, there are a lot of guards for Doc Rivers to work with.
Yeah, they have a plethora of guards, and if I'm this team and if I'm Doc Rivers, I'm thinking about how do I throw as many guards at you as possible, because Doc wants to get another guard in there to apply the same pressure. They should be the new modern-day Detroit Pistons with the style they play defensively.
Durant to Irving. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. And Kyrie Irving, odds are he hits that 9 times out of 10. Wide open three is good.
You live by the three, you die by the three. And guess what? They're living large right now.
Now the Nets going to take a timeout as they'll make sure they're aligned here in a 2-point basketball game.
Fans, we're still accepting nominations for our community's Teacher of the Year. The winner will
Looks like both teams are making substitutions. Durant with the basketball up top. 2-point advantage. Lets it fly from long range, and Kevin Durant nails it from downtown.
You can forget about it when he uses that 7'5" wingspan to attack the bucket.
Durant. Jay, another one goes down. They're right where they want to be.
Exactly. Next play, you got to turn around defensively and get in the stance and actually keep that same kind of tempo.
Kawhi Leonard, defended by Kevin Durant. To Beverly. Baseline drive. Short jumper off the mark. Deep three at the buzzer. And a three-pointer at the buzzer for good measure. What a finish to the opening period. A great stretch here to start the game. We played one with the visiting Nets out on top. Jay and I back to Southern California after this. You're watching the NBA on EA Sports. Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things started here in the second quarter. Leonard had made his first couple, but he misses there. Fires the three. Message received. Well defended.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Ah, the monster stuff.
You know, Ed, the effort is what concerns me the most. Effort is replenishable. If you're tired, raise your hand, check yourself out. Get somebody who actually wants to get back in transition and play some defense. That will help your team win the game, not you just staying in the game to be better on offense.
Durant, he continues to light it up from downtown. 5 threes now in this first half.
Yeah, and what's shocking, Ed, is that he's gotten so many open looks. Look, stay down in the stance, stay disciplined, stop losing him, stay attached to his hip, and force him to put the ball on the ground off those curls and finish over your bigs.
Knocks it down from mid-range.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
Kevin Durant lets it fly. Deep two there, won't go. Fires the three, and it's good.
They're shooting the ball well, but let me tell you why. They're already ready to shoot before they even catch the ball. Look at their hands. Their hands are ready, providing a target. So when they catch that ball, they go right into their shot. We call that being shot ready.
Drove the lane and finished strong at the hoop on that one. He was ready right at the tip.
What a first half he's having. He came out of the gate, attacked, found ways to get to the rim. Now look how easy the game is coming to him.
Going to launch beyond the arc. And Kevin Durant unguardable. Hand in his face, he still hits the three.
He's a modern-day big that plays like a 6'2" guard. Scary.
Beverly. Perfect feed to set up the basket. Play is stopped. Timeout for Brooklyn as they'll take a moment to go over things here in the second quarter. Both teams tweaking their lineups. Here comes some changes. Irving into the front court. Up a dozen. Beyond the arc for three. That one off the mark. It's no good. Durant against George. From long range. Now that's a contest.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
And count the basket.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Durant across the timeline. Lead stands at 10. To Leonard. DeAndre Jordan rejects it. And they call it.
That's just a blatant foul. Maybe he's trying to make a statement.
Kawhi Leonard, that's his first personal foul. Team foul number 1.
Durant. Wow, 7 threes in this first half alone. This could be an all-time performance.
And the record is only 13. He's better than halfway there. But as a shooter, you have to remain lost in the battle. And you're only as good as your last shot. Don't beat that record, destroy it.
Durant with the basketball up top. His team leads it by 10. Oh, that's how it's done. How do you neutralize a threat like Kevin Durant?
Well, that weak side defender constantly has to shade Kevin.
Leaves his man in the dust and finishes at the rim.
I don't know what halftime evaluation will be worse, the ankles or the bruised ego.
And that one out of bounds off a net. Both coaches hitting the reset button. Fresh legs coming onto the floor. Picked up by the Nets.
That's called game plan execution to perfection. Every possession on the road is critical.
It's the Clippers with the possession now. George, and he buries it. Jay, when you break down Paul George, where is he at his best?
He needs to be engaged. He needs to have the ball in his hands. He needs to be needed. And that's the biggest thing for Paul George. When he's the guy offensively and he makes those clutch shots, it re-engages him defensively. And that drives him to be the best version of Paul George there is.
George can't go down. Smothering defense.
And there's always so much talk about defense. How about offensively? If you continue to attack that shooter, now you're making him work on the defensive end. That makes him take his legs away on the offensive end.
To Dinwiddie. Here's a chance from long range. It's good.
Everything looks great when you shoot the ball like this. And yes, Ed, this team does have some issues, but they are all masked and camouflaged with this shooting display we're watching.
George. That misses with 3 seconds left. That'll do it for the first half. And the Nets enjoying some breathing room. First half, very one-sided. What will the second half bring? We'll find out as we're underway. Leonard to Paul George. Paul George, now 3 for 9.
All right, you got the first bucket of the second half. Now get a stop, because honestly, that's where your troubles were in the first.
Too easy. Defense has to communicate.
I know he's a volume shooter. I know defensively at times you have to take your lumps. Might be time to adjust the scouting report, though. Start denying him the ball.
Beverly. Textbook defense.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
The hot night continues. He's hit 9 threes here tonight.
Uh-oh, someone's getting towards that single-game record territory. He's having that kind of night.
The ball in the hands of Kyrie Irving. 4-3. And Kyrie Irving took the defense for a ride. Tough three-pointer. Simply put, when the ball's in Kyrie Irving's hands, magic could happen.
It's poetry in motion. And it's a situation in which the ball is attached to his body. He has it on a yo-yo. He can put the ball and dangle the ball out there for other people to think they have a chance. And in their mind, they do. But in Kyrie's mind, the game is over.
Oh, highlight moves. Tough to do with the defender all over you, and stuffs it home. He's been a one-man show, but Jay, they're still down in this one.
He's their lone bright star, their only star tonight. Some other of the supporting cast members really need to step up.
Slam dunk. Here on their home floor, they're chipping away.
I mean, does this crowd have a pulse? Are they even alive? Sometimes when you make a play like that, your crowd needs to get you back in this ball game.
And Kevin Durant, all in one motion, hits it off the catch and shoot. Kevin Durant, dynamic once again.
And giving it to you any way you want it, on the block, from the perimeter, mouse in the house, whatever the scenario is, Kevin Durant has an answer.
Beverly. It's no good. Shots not going down. Durant across the timeline. His guys holding the big lead. Jumper's good.
I remember my high school coach said one man can't beat five. Well, I'm telling you right now, he lied. I'm watching it happen in person.
Trying for a 40-point night, but it's off the mark. Leonard buries it.
Man, you making people dance out there? I see you with the footwork.
Nets have the basketball. Irving. That's good D. Shot no good. Oh, emphatic slam.
I mean, defense, is it that easy? Can I see some reaction after somebody gets an easy dunk? Some yelling, some kind of emotion? I need you to get involved back in this ball game.
Durant. He's not shy about shooting it from out there, but he misses this time. And a whistle.
He took a chance. That's the right call.
Changes coming from both sides right now.
Team foul. That's the first foul in the last 2 minutes.
For three, that's how you defend.
Number 23, Louis Williams.
Leonard. He has certainly been on target from downtown. He's 4 of 5 from three-point range.
Let me tell you why. He's been receiving his passes on time and on target. Give the passer some credit in this scenario as well.
Irving. He's been dialed in from long distance. That's now 5 threes for the game.
Nothing more painful than the next day watching tape, seeing the fact that he got 15 points off three-point shots.
And scores. Strong take.
The one thing we know for certain in this league, it doesn't matter how big the margin is, you can always put together a run and get back in this one.
Durant against Paul George. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Not easy.
And if you're on D right now, if you're off on the weak side, stunt towards the driver. That means fake at him. Don't overcommit. Stunt, then get back to your stay at home. Force him to make one of those passes or force him to take a crazy shot at the rim.
Jordan. Lets it fly from long range. Knocks it down. That was a tough shot.
Well, they're shooting the ball at an amazing clip. And when they shoot the ball this well, they're essentially unguardable. And Ed, let me tell you what that does for the team. It eventually opens up space to put the ball down on the ground and get to the rim. That's how critical the three-point shot is.
Durant. He engulfed him that time. To Leonard. To George. Fires the three. It was contested, but Paul George still dials in for three.
Ed, let me tell you how this one goes. It ain't no fun if the homies can't have some. Everyone's getting a piece of the rock tonight.
Fires the three. He drills the three. From 18 feet, at the buzzer, he connects. Had all the time in the world. Too easy. 3 quarters down. It's been all net so far. Brooklyn basketball here as we start the fourth quarter. And this one, Jay, not totally in the win column yet, but with a double-digit lead, you have to like their chances.
I love when I start seeing fans exit the arena so early in this game, and I hear people say, this one should be in the bag. Well, guess what? It's never a guarantee. You have to be careful not to slow down the pace of the game and take the air out of the basketball. You have to put your foot on the gas and try to win this game with a sense of urgency.
Durant with the basketball up top. His guys hold a commanding lead. It's good for three.
And it just seems like the defense has lethargic closeouts. You need to close out with more of a sense of urgency. Run them off the three-point line. Make them take a tough two rather than an easy three.
To Irving. Knocked loose. Clippers have it. George, knocks it down from three.
And in today's game, you have to make shots like that. Nice work draining it from deep.
Nets have it. Durant. That's the record. His 14th three-pointer in the game.
We have a national weather warning, excessive heat on the court.
To Paul George. Going to launch beyond the arc. And the rebound taken down by Harris.
And you knew this game had a chance to get out of hand pretty quickly because of the communication. When these guys stepped on the court, Ed, they were yapping back and forth to each other. And that kind of communication, that kind of collective responsibility to one another, you feel.
The crossover gets inside and the slam dunk.
And last year, it seemed like PG really had a difficult time finding that next level elite PG. No doubt about it, this year, he needs to be playoff P all day, every day.
Throws it down.
It's easy to become mesmerized when you watch a player who can create off the dribble. We call that dancing. When you allow a player to dance with that much space, that's Prob City.
Mixing things up. Hockey line substitutions. Both teams making changes. Kyrie with the rock. Beyond the arc for three. And the rebound grabbed by the Clippers. Leonard. Tough shot. Well defended.
And big-time coaching strategy by the staff right there, utilizing their bench, keeping fresh legs on that shooter consistently throughout the course of the game.
Durant. Great defense, forcing the miss.
Shooters shoot, period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
Brooklyn secures the rebound. Bad pass there. Clippers have it.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in a playoff game, it will.
George. Oh, he hits the three. Durant across the timeline. He'll run the offense. From long range, another one goes down. Did you ever think we'd see a night like this?
Easy answer, no.
To Leonard. George, deep left corner. To George. Here's a chance from long range. He's had a good shooting performance, but it doesn't look like it's going to be enough.
Yeah, no one else pretty much helped out. As a coach, I would be irate that nobody helped pick up the slack. Look, one man can never beat five.
Kyrie Irving lines it up for two. Just enough of a head fake to help on that one.
There's something that is so impressive about what we saw this evening. Not just the shot-making ability, but the fact that not every shot came from the pocket. There were some bad passes being made, and the shots came from different places around the body, which aren't usual for the typical shot. That shot-making ability, that's something special to watch.
4-3. Tough shot for Dinwiddie. No good.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Kyrie Irving controlling the offense. Oh, they call him for the foul.
Timing was just a tad bit off.
The opposing coach is going to counter, make some changes of his own. The pass taken away by the Clippers.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on when we were in first and second grade. It's called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you will be able to stop a great passing team.
Leonard's shot won't go down. To Irving for three. Add another one to his total. That's now 7 threes for the ball game.
And the ball is finding him wherever he goes on the court. Man, that boy, he the best.
Jared Allen pins it.
You know, sometimes basketball can become a very beautiful thing to watch. During the regular season, things can get difficult. Energy can be low. The passion at times can even be lower because players are tired. They're fatigued. But today, it's all been good. They're putting in an absolute show with killer efficiency and tremendous effort and intensity.
Irving brings the ball up court. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. That right there, Jay, his 8th three of the game. He is putting on a show.
He's defying physics with that jumper. He's not even holding his foul through.
And scores.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
It's the Nets who are victorious as they cruise to win a game that was never really in doubt. That does it. For my partner, Jay Williams, and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. The NBA on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. As we say, so long, everyone.